Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Paulina waited tensely at the hospital's nurses' station. Paulina was reassured by Abe that the wait would be worthwhile for her doctor. When Chanel showed up, she assured her mom that everything would be all right. As Paulina put it, "Is that a promise?" "It is a promise," Chanel declared. After settling into the waiting room, the three of them perused the morning paper. "Do I detect a smile?" Abe inquired. "Just reading about how well things went on Martin Luther King Jr. Day," said Paulina. "You were wonderful, Mama," Chanel remarked. Abe concurred, articulate, charming, as you always are. Paulina's smile vanished as her phone beeped. Whispering, "The doctor can see me now," Paulina said. Sarah came back with an armful of bags as Xander was working from home. Xander verified that Victoria was still asleep by holding up the baby monitor. Sarah showed Xander the Burns Night items she had purchased. Xander remarked, "I'm not sure I can wait." "For what?" inquired Sarah. A bit later, Xander clarified that he meant the feast. "So nice having someone else in the house who knows how to cook," commented Xander. Sarah cautioned, "You haven't had my meal yet." "All I'm trying to say is that it's just nice to have you here, cooking or not cooking," said Xander. Sarah remarked, "It's nice to be here." Xander verified that he intended to bring Victoria into the office with him following her nap when Sarah finished unpacking the groceries. Sarah remarked, "I had no idea you had a meeting." Xander shrugged and said he wanted to see what was going on in the office. "You trust Chad, don't you?" Sarah inquired. "Chad seems to be doing a fantastic job, so it's not that I don't trust him. Sometimes you miss the little things that contribute to the bottom line when you're so close to everything," Xander explained. Sarah brought to Xander's mind the last time he had been entirely preoccupied with Titan's financial success. Xander reaffirmed that he had changed. Sarah expressed her belief in Xander. "I appreciate you believing me even if you have no justification for doing so. However, my desire to be a stand-up person has never been stronger. You and a wonderful little girl in my life inspire me to be a better person, really. And to be successful." Xander stated, "I just want to expand a legitimate business in legitimate ways." Sarah grinned. Stefan and Ava discussed the low lunch attendance at the bistro. "Think bad word of mouth is finally killing us?" Stefan inquired. "I called Stephanie Johnson to do some PR," Ava replied. Ava informed Stephanie that they needed her assistance to turn the restaurant around because it had gone from success to disaster in a single day. "According to Stephanie, I was here on New Year's Eve, and it was a great party." Stephanie confirmed that Everett was the new chief editor of the paper when Ava brought up her date. "And he also investigated the overdose of Holly Jonas," Ava stated. Stefan went on to say, "The whole reason for that ridiculous raid, I understand Ava and Stefan's frustration," Stephanie remarked. "How do we get everybody to forget, or even not give a damn that there was a raid in the first place?" Stefan inquired. In order to support the bistro, Stephanie suggested that Stefan and Ava post pictures from their New Year's Eve celebration to the website. Stephanie recommended that the website's comments regarding the raid be removed as well as maybe mention that you're considering a lawsuit against the Salem PD, Stephanie said. Stefan whispered, "Now that is an interesting idea," his voice. Stephanie went on to say that they ought to advertise freebies and show regulars some love. "You think that's going to be enough?" Ava inquired. Stephanie recommended that they discuss publicity with the paper. Stefan pointed out that Chad could assist and that he owned the paper. "I'm heading over to talk to Chad. I'm going to visit Gabby as well. You two wrap up your brainstorming, then," Stefan said. Stefan said he would see Ava later. Stefan was about to go when he halted, retreated, and gave Ava a final kiss. "So, you two?" Stephanie inquired. "Yeah, we too," stated Ava. Ava expressed her admiration for Stephanie's work after seeing her PR strategy. Ava inquired as to whether Stephanie's social life was impacted by being on call for emergencies. according to Stephanie, it can, but my job is the priority, Ava asked, knowingly, if Stephanie frequently drank at the pub. I'm sorry, where are we going with this? Stephanie inquired. A little sleepover with Harris? Ava retorted. Stephanie acknowledged her error and expressed her sincere apologies. Stephanie emphasized that although they had shared a kiss, it had ended because Harris was a decent man. Ava gave a nod of consent. Just not right for me, Ava's statement was. Ava admitted that she had cheated on Harris with Stefan, which is why she had dumped him even if she had used the kiss as a pretext. Stephanie remarked, "That is none of my business, and I have nothing to do with what transpired between you and Harris." No more. So, if you want him, you can have him, Ava answered. I'm not interested in Harris, Stephanie said. So, what do you say you and I get back to business? Stephanie stated. Everett questioned Chad about his story regarding the mayor at the Spectator. I think the mayor is going to be very happy, remarked Chad. She is an amazing woman. And her contributions to the city are truly remarkable, Everett remarked. Chad concurred. Everett's phone beeped a notice as Chad questioned him about the drug expos. Everett said, mug shots of all the drug dealers. Chad opened his PC and retrieved the pictures. When Everett stated, I'm surprised your brother's not there, since the failed raid, I didn't really expect to see him, remarked Chad. Everett wondered if anyone might have told Stefan about the attack. It's possible, Chad shrugged himself. Everett was asked if he had enough for a tale by Chad. He was close, Everett said, nodding, and he thought it was their job to solve the case. Chad and Everett greeted their young coworker with great anticipation when Xander and Victoria arrived. Everett remarked, what a gorgeous kid, jokingly said, yeah, takes after her mom, Chad. Fortunately, said Xander, laughing. Xander said that he had been in the area when Chad asked him why he had stopped by. Have you seen the latest edition? Chad inquired. When Xander said, I haven't had a chance to yet, after Chad gave him his laptop, Xander read the article and gave Everett credit for his efforts. Speaking of sponsorship opportunities, I have another one, replied Chad. Wendy suggested a geocaching scavenger quest, which Chad shared with Xander. Why should we spend money on it if it's already underway? I think that was a poor decision, Xander remarked. Chad inquired as to whether Xander had just dropped by to avoid a favorable publicity opportunity. I'm here to stop people from squandering money. 2 significant sponsorships in less than a month, I mean. Xander stated. It seemed desperate, Xander said. Chad retorted, I see it as an opportunity for community relations. I think it caters to respectability. And since you both appear to believe that there are no budgetary restrictions to follow, how about we review some figures? Xander stated. Chad inquired as to whether Xander had just dropped by to give them a lesson on money management. Xander clarified that he was looking for information regarding recent expenses. Everett said that he had utilized the $5,000 withdrawal to compensate informants when Xander questioned him about it. The sum made Xander laugh. Leo worried over Victoria as he strode into the office. Victoria, I want you to know that Lady Whistleblower will never write an unkind word about you because you are just too darn cute, remarked Leo. Leo expressed his happiness at returning to his job. What I like about Leo is that he brought money into the paper, Xander said with a chuckle. Xander was thanked by Leo. Leo received praise from Everett, Chad, and Xander for his MLK Day column.